It's season 3, Beyond Business. Come ride with me. Nick Freno in the house, sharing stories that inspire. From every walk of life, we're lighting that fire. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. From the ups and downs, we rise and grind. Every guest has a tale, every tale is a find. Exploring the wisdom that life has to give. Together we grow, that's how we live. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. So grab a seat, don't miss the ride. Beyond Business with Nick, let's take it in stride. Join the conversation, let's make it last. With stories and insights, we're having a blast.
Welcome, everyone, to Season 3, Episode 8, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to take a moment to express our gratitude to our incredible sponsors. A huge thank you to Season 3 sponsored Buick Commercial Real Estate. The team that Tim has built is a driving force behind Season 3 of Beyond Business. If you're looking for expert guidance in commercial real estate throughout Central Illinois, Tim Buick and Cole Babcock are the professionals you can trust. Their dedication to helping clients navigate the commercial property landscape is truly unmatched. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of commercial real estate sets them apart in the industry. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Buick Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at buickrealestate.com or give them a call at 217-450-8500. Trust me, you'll be in great hands. I also want to give a shout out to our show sponsors of today's show, the St. Patty's Day show, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman. If you're in need of reliable painting and handyman service, they are your go-to team for quality work and exceptional service. Whether your whole home makeover or just knocking out a few things that have been on your to-do list, call and get Clean Cut scheduled today and keep the space you spend all your time in looking its best. You can find them on all social media platforms by searching Clean Cut Painting and Handyman or look them up online at cleancutservice.com. Oakwood Screen Printing. Whether you're looking for custom apparel or promotional products, they specialize in bringing your ideas to life with top-notch, high-quality custom apparel. Check them out online at oakwoodscreenprinting.com and use promo code BB217 at checkout for an additional 15% off online or in store. That's right. Get all your custom apparel orders at oakwoodscreenprinting.com. Promo code BB217 for 15% off. Thank you again to Buick Commercial Real Estate, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman, and Oakwood Screen Printing for your support of Beyond Business. Now let's jump into today's conversation. Joining me in the studio today is a woman who has mastered the balance of being a mother of two and a wife, a full-time career professional, and is still a college student. She has a BA and is currently working towards her master's in forensic psychology. She is currently the Family Services Administrator for the Illinois Department of Corrections at the Decatur's Women's Facility. And although she's been an acquaintance and even a friend of mine for several years. I don't know her as any of that impressive description I just gave. So we're going to get to know her together. It is my pleasure to welcome in the guest seat, Megan Wallar. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you coming.
No problem.
So part of the introduction that you didn't get to hear was I laid out a big list that I've been messaging you earlier, trying to nail down. And I think I said in it, I said, hey, this is a long-time friend of mine. And then I listed a bunch of things, and I said, I don't know her as being any of these things.
Yeah, a lot's changed.
So we're going to figure out. I know her as being like bike night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theo Meg.
Yeah. So I want to dive back even further, though.
Okay.
So how old are you?
35.
Okay. So your high school class of what year?
07.
07. Yeah. See, that still makes you young as shit to me.
Thanks.
Okay. So you went to what high school?
St. Teresa.
Okay. You got that. You're that rich kid, huh?
No. No, I was not.
Okay. You got siblings?
I do not. I'm an only child.
All right. That's why you went to St. Teresa. Mom and Dad's like,
No, I think they thought, to be completely transparent, I think they thought it would make me focus more in school. Grade school, high school, I was not a top tier student.
did you go to Decatur schools for grade school, high school?
No, I went to private school for grade school too. I went to St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
I just did not have that drive
Right.
in grade school, high school. I still remember my senior year of high school, a teacher telling me that I'm not going to be anything in life.
Oh, so it
And
was
I was
what?
like, okay, well, bye.
It was your parents. That was just their way of saying we're going to do the best we can to
Yeah.
trying to make. Yeah.
And
feel
they
you.
did. I mean, I
you.
graduated and, but barely.
Don't let me talk shit. Currently, I pay for St. Teresa.
No, no, they tried. I mean, and
Yeah.
I wasn't a horrible kid.
Yeah.
I came home at night. I just didn't have that drive to do good in school. I did the bare minimum. to
So what
get
happened
by.
after high school? College?
So I went to Richland for a
Okay.
year. And that kind of kick-started me into,
Hold on. When you were in high school,
Mm-hmm.
did you play sports, cheer, dance, any
I
of that
played
stuff?
softball for
Okay.
a couple years.
Now, were you a dater and into boys yet, or that was too young?
I had one boyfriend at the end of high school, and we dated all through college.
Okay. Okay.
But really wasn't like
Wasn't into that yet.
no.
Or did you work?
I did. I worked at PetSmart.
Okay.
That's my first job.
Okay. So you were one of them. Went to school, worked.
I loved working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was after school. Go clock in,
Yes.
pet some puppies, and sell goldfish.
Some lizards or whatever.
Okay. So then you go to Richland because you're supposed to do something after high school.
Because I couldn't get into a university. Let's be honest. At that point, I wasn't getting in anywhere but Richland.
And did you even want to, or you just knew you were supposed to do something?
It was not a question of if I wanted to. I had to.
Right.
Like
You're- yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
You're going to college.
And you're like, clearly I'm not moving out yet. I work at
Yes.
PetSmart part time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So did college. Richland was a great start.
Uh-huh.
I was super apprehensive about it first, community college. But it kind of gave me a look into what college was, because it is not high school. It's very different. It's not as the same thing every single day.
And they also don't give a shit if you don't go.
Yes. It was up to me to go.
Yeah.
And I also got to do things I enjoyed.
Yep.
I didn't
choose.
have to take the classes that didn't interest me. So that kickstarted it. I ended up going to Millikan.
So Richland was a success,
Yes. I only went to Richland for a semester.
and you liked it.
Yep. Transferred to Millikan right after that. Went to Millikan for 3 years. I was studying to do vet med. For some reason, I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Okay. So what? You go to Richland, and you don't have any degree. You're just on your way to get an associate's?
Just doing the general
Okay.
studies.
Okay.
Went to Millikan, did that for a couple years, and I kind of had this, eye-opening moment of what am I doing?
Right.
This is interesting, but it is not my passion. My passion was always kind of in the back of my head, law enforcement. But there's that stigma that women can't be cops.
That's the grand scheme. That thing that you did is they just get people to go to college for a few years.
Oh, that
and
is
keep
so
signing, and then you go,
Yes.
wait a minute.
This isn't what I want to do.
Let me decide what. Yeah.
Because those first 3 years were a complete waste.
Yep.
I mean, they really were. And I got a good education, but I didn't end up using it.
Right.
I don't use chemistry right now.
Right.
Biology.
Yeah.
So I kind of, towards the end of my 3rd year, I was like, what am I doing? This isn't what I want to do. And switched to psychology. And did that for a year until I got pregnant with my daughter. And I put college on hold.
So time frame this. You're like 20 or 19, 20 when you go to Milliken.
Yes, 19.
And then you're in Milliken for a couple years thinking you're going to be a vet. You change your mind, and then you're how old when you get?
22.
When you
22 into 23.
When you get pregnant? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you pump the brakes and then get a job.
Yes. So my mom, that semester, she said, hey, look, if you want to keep going to school, I'll support you, but I fully, understand if you want to take a pause for a little bit. You're about to have a new baby.
Yeah. Life's about to change.
Yeah. Life's about to get real.
Yeah.
At that point, I was doing asset protection at Walmart. I was a secret shopper. I had transitioned over those years.
What do you mean? Like you were stopping people
Yes,
from
shoplifting.
shoplifting or?
Yes, I was hiding in, clothing racks and underneath. Oh, yeah, I was good. I mean, I would walk around with a can of hairspray and talk on my phone. I mean, legitimately talk on my phone.
And just watch people put shit in their purse and then be like, gotcha.
Yes, exactly. And,
And then what, you would just like call someone and say, hey, this person just did this shit?
No, I would stop them.
Oh.
I would call, like a manager of the store and say, hey, I'm about to walk out with somebody. When they got to the doors, I would stop them. If they stopped, that's awesome. We can get our stuff back. If they ran, I'm like...
Oh, you worked for the store?
Yeah. Yeah, I worked for Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it was a big, big thing, like a TV, something crazy that this person really has guts. I'm not, I'm 5'1". I'm not stopping.
And you're not armed or anything?
No.
No, you're just
I'm
trying
armed with a can of hairspray. That's what I had.
Oh, you just are trying to talk them out of this shit.
Yes. I'd just be like, hey, I'd show my Walmart badge, be like, hey, I'm asset protection. I believe you have some stuff that you didn't pay for. And they'd, either peace out and run, or they'd be like, all right, and they'd come with me. And I'd be like, I gotcha.
People would actually say, yeah.
All the time. But a lot of times people would run. And after so many years, you kind of got a sense of, who's not stopping. Those big ticket items, those people have been doing it a while.
Yeah, they already know you can't do shit.
You just call DPD and you're like, hey, I'm going to have somebody walking out here soon with a TV. If you guys are in the area, cool. If not, come take the report later.
Oh, right. Either way, there's going to be a report made.
Yes.
They're still there on camera.
There's cameras.
It's still...
I'm not going to put my
but if they come with you, then pop their ass. I mean, they're getting arrested.
That's awesome. Well, sometimes they got arrested, depending on how much it was. Yeah. But
still kind of legit. I knew a dude who did it at Kroger over in Fairview Plaza long back in the day.
Lots of people have done
it. And what's weird is I only knew he did it because finally I'm like, I lived by myself and I'm a terrible grocery shopper. Mm-hmm. So I literally would like leave the athletic club and there would be like 3 days a week I'd stop at Kroger and he was there always.
Yes.
And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you always here for? And finally he's like, hey, why you always, I seen him at the athletic club and he's like, you always put me out there. And I'm like, wait, you think I know? He told me what he did. I was like, you think I knew that? And he's like, you didn't? I'm like, absolutely not. Even know that was a fucking job, dude.
I used to see people all the time. And I've actually made some friends because they would see me so often. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, look, I'm just going to tell you what's up.
Yeah, because he tripped me out because he's like he's like the people he would catch stealing the meat.
Oh, meat and liquor.
Yeah, he's like, it is insane. He's like the baby strollers full of meat I catch coming up. I'm like, that is fucking
tons.
Insane. Yeah. Same thing. He goes, oh, I will jog after, and I can only go to the end of the property.
Exactly. I wouldn't even go that far.
Like, that's crazy.
I'm not going out in the cars and getting hit by a car.
That is insane.
Big truck backs up. They're not seeing me.
So anyway, that's an interesting thing, though. But you go, to apply for a job? And they're like, so?
So
We got something over.
I actually had a really good friend when I was in college. She was, her husband is a police officer. She is now a police officer. They're still police officers. And it is actually what she did prior to getting hired for the city.
And they're like, you're kind of mean.
No, they're like, if this is really what you want to do.
Oh, because you were like, that seems like...
Yeah. And they're
I
like,
could
well,
do it.
start here and see how you do. So that's what I did.
Okay.
Did that for a while and then got hired with the sheriff's department for the jail.
Okay.
And I'm at this point I'm still like, yeah, I'm gonna be a cop. I'm gonna do this.
All right. So are you already had a child or you're
Yep.
okay?
So when I get hired into the jail, Audrey is 2.
Okay.
Yep.
So were you and her dad a couple?
No.
Okay.
No.
That you did your own thing. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Amicably, like
right,
it was just one of
co-parent.
those-
You rocked the co-parenting
co-parenting
thing.
wonderfully.
Is there
He's a wonderful dad.
I was gonna say, was there a trick to it, or the trick to it is just you guys figured that shit out that it needed to happen?
Honestly, I think the trick to it is when everything went down, and we won't go into that.
No.
We both had the understanding we don't want to be with each other. This is a consequence of our actions.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful consequence, light of my life. But I think that's why we co-parented so well, because we didn't have any ulterior motives.
Yeah. It was
There was no animosity,
Yeah.
by the time she was born. It was just, we're doing this for her. We're communicating for her. It wasn't, I want to secretly, get him back, or she wants,
Yeah.
there was none of that.
It's kind of rare.
Yeah, it was literally, we're going to do this for her. She is our
Imagine that,
priority.
adults being adults.
I know, it was one, and it has always been from that moment on, a great co-parenting relationship. He's a wonderful father.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
And she's happy, and that's all that matters.
So it was like, yeah, there's no secret advice. It just worked.
It just worked. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the secret advice was, could I have been better? Could he have been better? And
Yeah,
we could have been
absolutely.
ugly to each other. But in the end, that would have only hurt her.
Yeah.
And what do you gain from that?
Right.
Absolutely
yeah.
nothing.
Normalcy is priceless, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, good job for
Yeah.
both of you for that.
So yeah.
I mean, because she's still young.
Yeah, she's 12.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not that young, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, she still gets to bounce around at holidays like
Mm-hmm.
a mofo, and it makes it much better whenever it's like, look what I got from Dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's really all she's ever known.
Yeah.
So she
It's
doesn't
normal.
have that kind of trauma
Yeah.
of going from a,
And that trauma's normal as shit.
yes, it's every day, everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, it's not supposed to be normal, but it's normal.
it is. So yeah, so I started working at the sheriff's department.
Yeah. So I thought you were a CO, but were you
Yeah.
ever an actual CO?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I started. I got hired as a correctional officer.
Okay.
Would have been, 2013.
All right.
And did that for almost 10 years.
All right. So then why did I just second guess that just now? Did you do something else there?
I
that
was-
was like some special shit there or something?
No, I was a corporal for a while. I got promoted to a corporal, which is
Okay.
kind of like
Okay, so you were a CO for 10 years?
almost 10 years. Yeah, 9 years and 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good job on getting out of that. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like that'd be
Good job for
shitty
getting out.
yeah.
It was, I went through school. I'm very grateful that I did it. I learned a lot.
I mean, my bad, Heath. That doesn't seem like it'd
Sorry,
be that
bud.
bad.
Oh, G
Seems
Unit.
like-
He's still one of my best
No,
friends.
he admits it. He's like, fuck this place.
Yeah, I actually, before I came, my husband still works there, and I said, so am I supposed to be completely transparent about it?
He's like,
or
yes.
Should I be political?
Throw
And he
me a
goes-
lifeline.
He said, how about you do a little bit of both? I'm like, all right. But I am grateful because I finished college while I worked there.
Stepping stone, man.
Yeah, I went to school online, so I did my homework at night. I
Yeah.
worked nights, and then I got to spend the days with my daughter and doing all of that.
So how recently have you got? So you got a shit ton of college to say only have your bachelor's. First, congratulations, because that's
Thanks.
huge.
Yeah.
But you have like a doctorate's worth of education, right?
That is the unfortunate part is, I guess fortunate, unfortunate. I have enough credits that would equal multiple degrees,
But
not enough credits in a specific category.
yeah,
So, I guess it wasn't all for waste, but I do have a lot
Yeah.
of college credits.
yeah.
So it
Yeah,
has
yeah.
helped me now for my master's, though, because I don't have to take as many electives. But
Okay. Yeah. Some of them count.
yeah.
Well, that's good. So what happened? Is there a goal in the same field? We'll get to what you do now, but
Okay.
will you stay where you're at, or is where you're at now just another stepping stone that you're working towards? Then when you get your education, you'll be able to do something with it.
I would say the position I'm in
Yeah.
could be considered a stepping stone. But as far as the agency I work for,
Yeah.
I can't see myself ever leaving the state of Illinois.
Okay. So you technically the sheriff's department and being a CO for the sheriff's department isn't Illinois Department of Corrections. It is the sheriff's department, correct?
Correct. So jail and prison, two different things.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. A lot of people don't, though.
No,
A lot
I
of
just
people
kidding.
think jail and prison are the same thing.
Right.
They're not.
Yeah. So you left there and you
Mm-hmm.
now work for the state.
I do.
And I know I said your title. Tell me what it is one more time.
The Family Services Administrator.
Okay. So you have a program
Mm-hmm.
that is really simply called Babies in Prison.
Moms and babies.
Moms and babies.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, and that is at Decatur Correctional Center and
Yeah.
only at Decatur.
How many does women there's only a couple women prisons in Illinois, isn't there?
So there are 3 female facilities in Illinois, 2 prisons and 1 work release transitional
Okay.
facility, Fox Valley.
All right. So what's it called again? Moms and babies?
Moms and babies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is where what? If you're pregnant
Mm-hmm.
and you come to prison, then automatically you get to come to Decatur?
No. You have to meet a certain criteria.
Okay, how about this? What is
Yeah.
just you go? Yeah, I got
Okay,
it.
you're fine. You're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So there is in the United States, they're called prison nurseries. There's only 8 prison nurseries in the United States.
Okay.
Illinois has one of them.
Okay.
And what it is if you meet a certain criteria, you can come into that facility pregnant into the program, have your baby, and keep your baby there. Every facility's criteria is different, but the main, the 3 main factors that every program has is you can't be a violent offender, you can't have any crimes or abuse against children, and your sentence has to be a certain time frame. So that all varies. The time frame varies with each facility, but each one has a time frame that you have to have before you're getting out of prison.
Like so minimum security nonviolent offenders, basically.
Yeah, but some, I believe Indiana's, they have, max offenders in the program if they're getting out in so many years. Each facility is different. So, you can be a max offender for a variety of reasons. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a violent person.
Gotcha.
So,
So how new is this program here?
here in Decatur, so it was started in 2007, so it's 18 years old. But a
Okay.
lot of people don't know it's here.
Right. Yeah. Is it so? It must have came here when this prison came here.
A few years after.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually started by somebody who worked there. She wanted to figure out how to reduce incarceration in children of incarcerated people.
Yeah.
A lot of studies show that children who have incarcerated parents end up incarcerated themselves.
So, is part of the criteria that you're going to? Are these parents coming home, or are the kids going to get taken from their
No, the babies live with the moms in the prison with us.
until the parents come home, or is it they reach a certain age and then they get taken
In
from the
our
parent?
facility, they leave at the same time.
Okay.
Not every facility is like that. Some there's like a 6-month leeway, but ours they leave at the same time.
Okay, but you know what I mean. It wouldn't
Yeah.
make sense to go. We're going to keep you here for this time, and then put you in care of the state
Yeah.
or something.
Those first few years are pretty critical to bonding.
Okay. Yeah.
So it could be beneficial, but it could also be traumatic to
That's
separate
what I was
them.
thinking.
Yeah. So no,
Okay.
we release at the same time.
Oh, so of course it's going to help the mom, the conduct and everything, because
Yeah.
their focus is solely on.
Yes, and we
So
do.
is the housing a bunch of moms?
Yes. So, the facility, we have around 300 individuals in our unit. So the moms and babies are kept in a separate wing. and we have about 20 in that unit.
Oh, I thought you were saying 300 babies.
No,
I was like,
no, we
whoa.
have 2 babies right now.
Oh,
And then 1 person that's pregnant and 1 that's coming soon that's pregnant. So we have 4 participants in the program, and 2 babies living there. And
okay,
then
that's not that many.
no,
Well, that's good, right?
that's good because there really isn't a lot of pregnant people coming into the Illinois Department of Corrections.
All right, good job.
The ones who aren't in our program don't qualify for
Right.
some reason or another, and they don't want to keep their child. Some people choose to, put their child into foster care or send it home with a family member. They don't want to be in the program.
Right, sure. It's a cool option. So what, does lack of participation make it not stay open?
No,
And
I
or
mean,
is it?
there's always going to be pregnant people. We do other stuff. We have the reunification program that's in with them,
Okay.
which is where women whose children are older or didn't necessarily have their baby there, their kids can come visit, and they come into the prison with their mom and go to the mom's room. They sit in the mom, we do trick-or-treating. We do Easter egg hunts for these kids.
Okay.
They stay for about 5 or 6 hours, and then they leave. So it's like the visiting room, but they're in the room with their mom.
Interacting more.
Doing homework. I've seen them, watching movies. And it's not just for the moms, it's for the kids too, because these kids, they usually all come on Saturdays and Sundays, obviously because of school. And they see other kids who have incarcerated parents. And that's huge because
It's not that they're the only ones.
Yes.
It's not. Yeah.
they, they get this connection of, okay, so
There's some normalcy.
these kids go to school and they're like, where's your mom? Well, she's in prison. Not many other kids are going to like, yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
And so they feel kind of at peace there because they're not being looked at and they're with their mom,
Right.
and it's fun. We do birthday parties. Their moms get to get birthday presents for them and wrap them. And it's amazing the things that we get to do for them.
So what is your responsibility in this? Are you like the overseer? Are you the coordinator? Are you?
Yes.
Is this all done by like COs or?
No. I mean, the COs are there.
I guess, yeah, is there staff?
Yeah. So, I mean, the babies, it's not what you expect. When you watch TV and movies of prisons, that's not real life for everyone in prison. When you
Right.
walk into our unit, it kind of looks like a daycare. I mean, the walls are colorful. We have toys everywhere. We have books, murals, paintings, family pictures are the decor on that unit.
Okay.
I mean, on the walls. But there's a CO sitting at the desk.
Right.
But these kids are so used to it, it doesn't even faze them,
Right.
So I know it's really hard to kind of envision if you haven't, and a lot of people don't know what to expect until they actually go visit and
Right.
see what it's like.
I don't know. So why don't guys get anything like that?
I can't speak for why there's nothing like that. I can say that there is evidence-based research to show how important that bonding with baby and mom is in the very beginning, not just for the nurturing aspect, but for breastfeeding, for for the mom to heal. It might just be more health. It's more important health-wise for these moms, postpartum depression.
Yeah.
The benefits maybe outweigh the costs and the liability for women versus men.
Yeah. Well, no, and I just wanted your opinion, too.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I think some of the male prisons, there's possibly a lot more violence.
Yeah.
In our facility, we cannot house sex offenders.
Yeah, you got a lot of them sick fucks.
They are out there, and we can't have them there because we have the babies. And that's unfortunate for some of them because Decatur is a wonderful facility and it's beautiful. But they can't come because of the babies. So I think that would be really hard for men to have a whole facility with absolutely no sex offenders.
Yeah, I just think you just made a really good point on, there's certain, I think that's what the men are missing is something to make them just want to do right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something to go, okay, let me focus.
And I will say it's probably a forgotten thing that men are fathers too.
Yeah.
Men are parents too. It's, it's put on the back burner.
Oh yeah. You know, I've been in a situation where you see some dudes who are ride or die. Let them have a visit call that they haven't had in 10 years with one of their kids.
Oh, they'll break down.
You'll see a whole other person for the next 6 months.
Yeah, they'll break down.
You know what I mean? And it's like, people, maybe someone should pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what the solution is, but it is just like, man, because there's the other part of, and I love what you're doing. I think it's great, but it goes, well, why is that woman getting that privilege, man? I got that privilege taken when I got in trouble. I didn't get to. It's not right. I mean, the kid deserves it. So did mine.
Yeah. No, I agree completely.
You know, I'm not playing devil's advocate to your situation because I think it's beautiful, first of all.
If I could tell you the amount of negativity I've received, the, kind of criticism from this
I'm
program,
not trying to do that.
You are fine. I'm used to
I'm
it.
just like, man, dude.
So if anyone has been in a county jail, I came from a very negative environment.
Yeah.
Working in county, and I think he touched on this when he came on your show. County is very different. It is a dark place.
Yeah.
And it's by no fault of anyone's, but you have people coming in, going through withdrawals, still high, still drunk. They don't know what their sentence is, so that raises their anxiety. Mm-hmm. They don't know if they're going to prison for the rest of their life. On top of that, you have the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
And then you have your petty offenses all thrown in one little
mixing bowl.
And it gets really dark in there, not just for the individuals,
it creates an environment, man.
The people, and it was kind of part of the reason I left, because it was to the point where I was coming home and I was just a negative person.
Yeah.
You know? And if somebody said, "Do you enjoy your job?" Well, I enjoy getting paid.
Yeah.
But do I feel like I've made a difference?
Where could you start? Right, exactly.
Where would you even start?
Yeah.
And it's not fixable because those people are in and out so fast.
Yeah.
You can't have the programs that you have in prisons, in jails. It's not, you can have small.
No. Well, and everything I just said to you, if you said, you know what, here is an empty checkbook and I'll give you infinite amount of people, fix the problem, I couldn't do it.
You can't. There's
you know what I mean?
Yes.
There would be a line of pedophiles just faking themselves to look like good parents to get in the program.
Yeah. And that's a sad reality.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's just so fucked up. It is crazy. But it's awesome. What you're doing is cool.
Sad.
It is about the kids. It's really cool.
Yeah. There really is, I know he touched on it. There is a drug crisis. There is serious problems, and punishment is not always the answer. It's rehabilitation, because we've been doing punishment for the last 50 years. And it's not working.
So here's what's crazy is but rehabilitation is like you can't make you can make someone get clean, but you can't make them want to not do drugs anymore.
Yes.
I the prisons are full of people who are clean.
Yes.
For the most part.
Yes.
Even the people who can still get high here and there, they're not strung out still. There's not a lot of strung out people in prison.
But do we have the people that leave and get high the second they leave? Yes, it still happens.
So if you know Tom Highs?
I don't.
Okay, so he came on the show. He'll be coming out here soon. He went through incarceration and the work release program, and he said, I'm thankful that never was an addict.
Yeah.
He said, because everyone was like, dude, lucky you got in work release. And he said, we didn't have one here, so I went to Chicago. And he goes, I was there with like 5 people who died on overdose. He goes, if you walk out the front door 30 steps, and you can buy heroin. You go around the corner 60 yards, and you can buy cocaine.
It's scary.
And he goes, I'm the only one there who don't do one or the other.
Yeah.
And it's like...
It's scary.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
And in jail, there's... even the people who want help in jail, there's nothing you can do for them. You have to sit there and watch.
People just want to come home and get high because they're miserable thinking about only thing that could be fun.
And this is dark, and I guess I'm going to take it to a dark place. I will never forget the moment that I really saw the impact of drugs. I was working, it was night shift, and, inmates, we do our cell checks. We walk and check everybody. We look in the room. We had a girl that had come in a couple of hours earlier. When you come in, you get a property box.
Yeah.
To keep all your stuff in.
It's like a big Rubbermaid tub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just average size,
Yeah.
nothing crazy big. And that's important. And
that's important to the story.
yes. So I will never forget walking past, and I check the girl's bed. She's not in there. And I look in the corner of her room, and she is inside the tote with hot water. She had filled it up with hot water because she was going through withdrawals so bad that she couldn't get warm. So she had crammed herself into this tote and just kept putting hot water in it. And that was all she could do. And it was in that moment that I'm like,
that's real life, huh?
That I can't imagine doing that,
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
It was tragic to watch.
Yeah, I'd never, thank God, I haven't been there either.
I mean, I've seen some dark sides that it will either make you want to help people, or it will make you very negative towards the world.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of correctional officers, law enforcement officers, that's what they face every day. Am I going to make this change me into a very pessimistic, just negative person, or can I use this to help?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some choose the latter.
Right. Well, yeah, I think that's it. It kind of makes it make sense. You get to a point where it goes, you know what? Once you put on this outfit, this is what you are, period.
Yeah.
Bye.
And the people in the public, they treat you that way too.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard part for me. I was always seen as the bad guy.
Yeah.
No matter what I did to help somebody, and it's not their fault. I would have always been seen as the bad guy. And I couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
And you're very limited in what you can do to help these people.
Right.
So I had a bad day at work one day and got on Indeed and, ooh, there's a job. That looks fun. I have all the qualifications. Let's go for it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I literally just I didn't say, I'm going to start looking for new jobs. I literally just had a bad day at work.
Oh, wait. You didn't. Your graduation didn't coincide?
No.
Had nothing to do with this?
I graduated and worked at the county for another 2 years.
What the fuck?
I know. Well, it was one of I couldn't handle not completing that. So I did forensic psychology for my bachelor's. I went to Maryville, which forensic psychology is not CSI, by the way.
Okay.
Everyone thinks forensic.
Sure it is.
It's not CSI. It's Criminal Minds. We'll make it.
Oh, yeah.
The people who profile.
Yeah, even better.
Okay, those are forensic psychologists. They're profilers.
Okay.
So I did this.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. So forensic psychology, it's the psychology behind, legal, law enforcement, criminals, corrections. So it was my two favorite things put together.
All right.
And, I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this at the jail. I'm going to do all these great things. And
so what are you going to do with it?
I didn't do anything with it.
Are you still going to?
No, I'm done. I am now. But when I got the degree, I did nothing with it.
But you're still going for more of it.
I am. And I'm doing my master's right now. I'm in the process of it. I got into Arizona State University.
Yeah.
And I'm doing their forensic psychology master's program.
And what are you going to do with that?
Oh, the things I want to do.
Really?
We could talk a long time about all these ideas I have.
But what?
I think that depends on my employer, what they let me do. I want to do programming, more programming.
What you're at Decatur's place or IDOC?
IDOC in general.
For what, the women, or just you're saying in IDOC?
So I have a lot of education and knowledge regarding women. I wouldn't mind working with men, but
you need to get on some of these dudes that are. Yeah, we got some big muddy correctional centers full of a bunch of.
It's hard there. I'm not
I don't
saying
even mean
I'm not
deal with them. I mean figure out what needs to happen.
Yeah, it's.
You know what I'm talking about? You know who goes there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so here's my whole stance on criminality. Do I think people are born criminals? I think some people are. I think you cannot argue that some people
just ain't fit for this world, man.
They are born with the desire to hurt others.
I agree.
The large majority of criminals or people who've broken the law, and this is my own philosophy, they do it for survival. And I don't just mean physical survival. I mean mental survival, economic survival, social survival. Everyone, every criminal has resorted to crime to survive something.
So violent people and criminals are not necessarily the same thing.
I don't feel they
I
are
don't
the same.
think so
I
either.
don't think criminals can be all lumped. Even people who've committed violent offenses, I don't think they're all necessarily violent.
Right. But you're right, though. There are some people who are just ill, violent people who
They're
may never be
fixed.
arrested, therefore criminals.
And
But
science
will
shows
always
you that.
be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Science shows you that there are some people out there who.
Well, there's people we see on TV that get caught on purpose and go,
Yes.
I will fucking kill you.
I mean, and people they glorify
I think we
them.
study their brains and shit.
We do, and they glorify them. Ted Bundy, all the serial killers and these mass murderers. Those people, I can't say honestly, I believe they can be helped.
No, there's something off.
No.
Yeah.
But I think we could help them live comfortably in prison.
How do you feel about killing people that if they don't belong here?
I don't know that I don't think any of us have the right to determine whether someone should live or die.
No.
I mean,
No.
I have to keep a lot of my thoughts to myself on that.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's the same.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Yeah.
It's expensive.
I was just going to say, I'll just give my opinion.
Expensive.
I agree with, all around the board, whether it's a baby or a human. I think taking lives is probably frowned upon all around the board. But it's also kind of right up there with saying we're going to put you in a cage for the rest till you die is kind of the same as taking your life. So we're going to go the really expensive route of taking your life, or we're going to just say, yeah. But either way, because you know what happens whenever you put someone in jail for the rest of their life is every 20 years there becomes this group of fucking yuppies in some college that gets together and says, this is the there wasn't enough proof group. Mm-hmm. And we're going to take it back to a post-conviction. Slovers are doing that right now.
Yes. Well, and I'm not sure who they're doing it for because I believe only one's...
He's out and he'll get some money if it happens, but it's irrelevant.
I believe both mom and dad have passed.
Yeah.
I think she passed recently because she was in our facility.
Yeah, really recently, I believe.
Yeah. Within last month. I know. It's interesting. But back to babies in prison. Babies.
Yeah, that was
Sorry,
that was a sidetrack.
Either
way, it's
babies
the point.
behind bars.
It's a cool program.
Babies in orange. Everything. They've been called everything. My
Well,
sweet babies.
Well, I guess the idea would be that you have no babies there and no women in prison that are pregnant. But so what if you have you had anybody enter the program that entered the prison not pregnant?
No. Oh. No, but good try. No, everybody comes to Logan. So if you don't, Logan is the central hub for all female offenders. Every female in the state of Illinois that is sentenced to prison goes to Logan first. Oh. Nobody comes to Decatur or Fox Valley first. Everybody goes to Logan, and that's where they're classified.
So is Logan women now?
Yes, Logan is women, Lincoln is men.
So they
switched.
Back? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And then once they're at Logan, if we find out they're pregnant, Logan gives me a shout and say, hey,
do they give everyone pregnancy tests?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh. And so a lot of women don't know they're pregnant until they get to prison. And that's a really sad reality. And then they give me a call and they're like, hey, just heads up, this one just came in pregnant. We'll keep you updated on, if their security level or if they want to keep the baby. That's a big one. Some of them, they either don't want any more children. They don't want children, period. They have no desire to be parents. And that's okay. I don't hold that against them.
Oh, and then what? What do you mean?
Then they give it up to adoption,
like
give
abortion?
it to a family member. I don't know if they do that, but I know a lot of them have chosen adoption over there. So, and they don't come to us if that's what they're going to do.
I mean, you're like, we only get them if they're coming and having babies
and keeping their babies. Yeah. Well,
surely they're not giving abortions in the joint, right?
I don't know if it happens. It's not in Decatur. And Decatur, you can be pregnant and come to Decatur, even if you're not keeping your baby. So Decatur's not solely for pregnant women who are keeping their baby.
Yeah.
You can, a lot of females who have babies in custody give their, to a family member and like I said, there's only 8 prison nurseries in the United States.
That is insane, right?
And I mean, that's a lot of prisons. And then there's only 2 federal prisons in the United States that allow prison nurseries.
So do they let them know in Logan? Is it like, hey, you guys know that you can go to Decatur and
I think word gets around, but word gets around, but the counselors there are absolutely wonderful. They give them the handbook and they say, hey, they'll set them up with me with a little like WebEx, we'll talk and, you know, they'll ask me whatever they, questions. And they just kind of give them the lowdown and say, hey, if this is what you want to do, fill out an application and I'll send it to Mrs. Wallar.
Well, cool.
Yeah. And they do. I mean, it's...
How long you been there?
It was a year in December. It was kind of eye-opening going from the dark side, the scary, fighting every day, pepper spray flying.
Oh, so so you're walking into prison from jail going, you didn't really, thought you knew what you were getting into.
I'd never even been into a prison except for to drop people off.
Yeah, but you walked in, you were like,
I had no idea. No, I had
beautiful in here.
I had no idea what I was getting into.
Oh, so it's great.
It's wonderful. I mean, it's different. It is wonderful.
Yeah.
But I would come home on a daily basis with pepper spray in my hair. If something happened or
people be tripping
fighting,
in jail.
Getting called names every day, which after so long you just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But you find ways to cope that are not always healthy.
Yeah.
And I think I became friends with you in the peak of my coping with the stressful job.
Right.
A lot of officers, they turn to alcohol, drinking, gambling, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's just because the environment is so dark. And then I walk into this place.
It was like, dang, all the COs love bike night.
Well,
what the fuck is this about?
Oh, yeah.
You guys hate your job. Oh, fair enough.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not speaking for all of them that they love their job here in the prison, but I came from a place.
Hey, listeners, I want to take a moment to highlight our incredible Season 3 sponsor, Buick Commercial Real Estate. If you're in the market for commercial properties in Central Illinois, look no further than Buick Commercial Real Estate. With a dedicated team led by Tim Buick and Cole Babcock, they bring unparalleled expertise and a deep understanding of the local market to meet your commercial real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of the commercial real estate sets them apart in the industry. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Buick Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at buickrealestate.com or give them a call at 217-450-8500. Trust me, you'll be in great hands. And thank you to Tim and Cole for your unwavering support of the show. I also want to shout out a couple of our show sponsors. If you're in the market for custom apparel, look no further than Oakwood Screen Printing. This apparel company specializes in all things apparel, offering high-quality designs on everything from T-shirts to hoodies, to hats, to joggers, to jackets, to towels, to bags, to wall art, to mugs, to tumblers, to stickers, to all that. Whether you're promoting your business, celebrating a special event, or just want to express your unique style, Oakwood Screen Printing has you covered. What sets them apart is their attention to detail and commitment to customer satisfaction. If you use promo code BB217, that's right, BB for Beyond Business, 217 at checkout, you'll receive an additional 15% off online or in store. So that means ditch the custom ink order, no matter where you're ordering from, and order your product that you're customizing from Oakwood Screen Printing using BB217 for 15% off at checkout at oakwoodscreenprinting.com. So if you want to make a statement with your apparel, reach out to Oakwood Screen Printing today and you will not be disappointed. If you're looking to refresh your space or tackle that long-awaited project, this women-centric company is here to help. Clean Cut Painting and Handyman specializes in a wide range of services, from stunning interior and exterior painting to small construction projects, room remodels, deck staining, and flooring. They truly have the expertise to transform your home into the beautiful sanctuary you've always dreamed of. And guess what? They have some fantastic promotions running through March. If you book any interior painting project for March or April dates, you receive an incredible 15% off. It's a perfect time to give your home a fresh look just in time for spring. If you're thinking of sprucing up the outside of your home, they've got you covered there too. You can enjoy 10% off exterior painting projects under $5,000. And if you're planning for a larger project, get ready for a jaw-dropping $1,000 off any exterior painting projects over $5,000. So whether you're looking to enhance your home's curb appeal or make your interiors pop, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman has you covered. Visit their website or give them a call today to take advantage of these amazing offers. And remember, when you choose Clean Cut, you're not just getting a service, you're supporting a company that empowers women in the industry. Now let's get back to the episode.
Came from a place that if an individual in custody is walking around, they have to have 2 officers with them.
Right.
You know, at least one with them.
Yeah. It's not
Now
like
I walk
You're
into
like,
this place
where are they going?
and they're just
They're
walking
fine?
around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, and I still kind of
They know
jump.
where they're going. Right.
You know, I would jump if one would walk too close to me because I spent 10 years,
Going to get a haircut, Ms. Wall, that'll be fine.
yeah, with my head on a swivel, constantly
different.
paranoid. Constantly paranoid because, like I said, I am 5'1". I am not strong.
Yeah.
And if some man wanted to snatch me up in the jail, he could have done it in a heartbeat.
It's just different now.
That's why I had to be really nice. You know, you want a snack pack? Here you go. Don't beat me up when you come out. But now, you know, my office is next to their room.
Right.
My office and my staff's offices are actually in the housing unit. So the officer unlocks the door and we come into our office. My door's open all day long. They come in. I have a couch. They come sit on my couch. They tell me, you know, what's going on. Sometimes they'll bring me the baby. I'll hold the baby while they go, you know, take their meds, come back.
Right.
I mean,
It's a trust. It's a relationship building. It's everything.
Yes, but I have to have that with these women because a lot of them don't have anyone else.
I was going to say it's probably a lot more to them than you think.
I have learned that.
Yeah.
I've had some big eye-openings. So that was eye-opening in itself in the freedom.
Yeah.
But I think the freedom is what keeps them sane.
For sure.
When you give them back that human element of deciding where you want to go,
Yeah.
taking classes, going to school, going to work, instead of just locking them in a room for 24 hours a day, 23, I mean, who wouldn't go crazy?
Right.
I'd lose my mind.
It's going to, you know, it's even crazy is that they're going to miss it.
Yeah, they do. They do miss that structure.
Yeah, I mean, even when you're not there on the weekend, you know what I
Yes.
mean? It's almost like,
Well, the good
you
thing
know, they don't mind you saying, "Hey, I got a call. I'll catch.
Yes.
I'm going to lunch."
Oh, they know. I don't even have to tell. They hear my phone ring. They're like,
They get it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the respect, though. You know what I mean?
and you have to have it with healthy boundaries.
And that's not just with you. It's you're setting the pace for dealing with people.
Yeah,
You know,
a boss when you get out. You know,
yeah. It's
anyone
just
you
dealing
encounter.
with people. Yeah, that's
and
great.
my staff are there through the weekend. So even on Saturday and Sunday, my counselors work.
Are they good?
Oh my gosh, I could not have asked for better people.
Is it all women or do you?
No, I
That's
have
good.
my child development aide, who is like my go-to. She is like the mom's helper. So she takes them to doctor's appointments. Our moms go to the doctor's appointments, so they get a sense of being a mother.
Right.
And my aide is very good at letting the mothers advocate for themselves, so they learn how to go to the doctor with
Right.
their baby. Granted, an officer goes with them, but
Right.
they do not carry a weapon. The moms aren't handcuffed.
Oh, to the doctor.
Yeah. They go
Okay.
they go outside to the doctor.
Okay.
I won't say where.
Yeah, yeah.
But they go to an actual doctor's office.
And does the doctor have time? They know what time it is, right?
Yeah, but they don't treat them any differently.
Yeah, but I mean, they're aware, right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you're walking in with a CO. Of course, something's
I'm
off.
just saying. Right.
You know, they're still wearing a jail uniform. We
Okay.
don't get
Okay.
let them put a dress
I'm
on
just
or
saying.
anything.
Okay, that's all.
But
Yeah.
they're not handcuffed.
Right.
They carry their baby.
Yeah. It's all part of the deal.
They learn how to adjust to real life.
Yeah.
And so
You are normal.
Yes.
This is your baby coming to the doctor.
So Asia, my aide, shout out to her because she's the
bomb,
best. She's 23 years old, single mom. I mean, absolutely the most down to earth, chill girl. These girls connect with her like no other.
Perfectly.
Yeah, because she's a lot of
That's
their
her.
age.
Yeah.
And she worked at Baby Talk. She goes shopping for them, so they get public aid.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, our tax dollars are paying for this. Well, actually, they're not. So this program is 100% self-sustaining.
Okay.
Our moms get public aid.
Right.
Only individuals in this program get public aid because their baby gets the public aid.
Sure.
The moms are getting nothing.
Right.
So my aide will go to Walmart. She's there like 2 or 3 times a week. She gets them formula, diapers,
Yeah.
whatever baby needs, as long as it's, safe for the jail or prison. And she brings it back. And I mean, she does make sure baby's developing okay, all of that. So she's wonderful. And then I have 2 counselors. Dylan Turner, he is a, late 20s male.
Yeah.
You have a dude, and he kind of runs my reunification program.
Okay.
So he's working with all these older kids, on the weekends, hanging out with them, helping them. And for some of these women, they've never been around a man that they can trust.
See, and I was just going to say, I think it's important to teach
Huge.
them that dudes aren't all creeps, man.
It is huge.
Some dudes
And
are the bomb.
He is wonderful.
Yeah.
And these kids really,
Vibe with him.
because he's younger, he's cool, he has kids. Awesome dude. I mean, we have a very diverse group. Then we have Miss O'Connor, who is an older. She was a teacher.
Yeah. Got
She
the
is
teacher
in her
vibe.
prime.
Yeah.
And she will give you, the teacher. If you really want to get something off your chest, if you need some solid advice,
Yeah. That's
You
the
go to-
room mom
you
there,
go- she is Counselor O'Connor. I mean,
Yeah.
she doesn't take any crap.
Yeah.
She
That's
knows
good.
her stuff. She is a brilliant woman.
Right. She'll check everybody in the room.
But she will check you real fast. She will be the first to tell me, hey, they're not playing right. And I'll be like, all right, let me check it out.
That's great.
And then we have a Hollow. She does the DCFS stuff. So we handle the DCFS stuff too. Because
Okay.
there's tons of that
I'm sure.
in there.
Yeah.
But my group the dedication among them is just amazing.
That's cool. And is there a turnover rate at all, or you've had the team? You've built the team?
They've been there since I've been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
same crew.
Yeah. But IDOC has a lot of movement, and for a good reason. They're constantly moving people up.
Yeah.
They don't want people to become stagnant.
Right.
They want people to advance and to better themselves,
You're talking about on the...
just the state in general.
Yeah.
So people are always, moving around, and it's good for people because they don't get burnout
Right.
doing the same thing.
Sure. And it's also, if you got something that works and it's vibe and it's good,
Mm-hmm.
if everyone's happy, to keep people happy.
Yeah. It's a good
It
deal.
sounds like you guys got a good program. I mean, it's crazy to say it's a good program. I hope more people get in it, but that's absolutely not true. But you know what I'm saying.
I hope that there's more things to include
Yeah.
more people.
Because I think what you said about the people that are going back home, that's just as important as anything.
Yeah.
Because it is also going, hey, you're going to go back home, and hey, there's your kids.
Yeah. And that was kind of one of the hardest things. I know one of the questions you asked me, what was one of the hardest things
Yeah.
I had to, learn in this position
Yeah.
is common knowledge parenting is not common knowledge for everyone.
Yeah, the stuff no one taught you that you just
You
know
just knew
because,
you had good parents.
or
Yeah. And
the stove is hot because that's where hot shit comes from.
yeah. Yeah. Or man, changing a diaper.
Yeah.
What you feed a baby.
Mm.
That stuff. And so
Wait, them aren't baby.
Yeah,
Never
I
mind.
know. No, I know. And God love, I mean, but it's hard. You're like,
What the?
how privileged am I that,
Or no, it is just like, yeah.
yeah, it, it's just,
It's a little bit of both because the other side goes, okay, I was taught a lot, but I also at some point just was curious about some shit.
yeah.
You just had neither? No
Or,
part of you ever was like, what the fuck's that say?
or they were taught wrong. I've learned that
About
too.
everything. Yeah.
You know, and they thought that was the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, newborn baby has hiccups. Let me just give it a bottle of water. It'll be okay.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Let's not do that. You know?
Yeah.
But that's what they were taught.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
these women, it makes it helps them become more successful when they leave. When they're getting close to leaving, we teach
My
them.
grandma would give my son whiskey right now if he was sick. So let me not talk shit.
Yeah, hey, my grandma would have done the same thing.
God bless her.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah, but
It's wild.
you're right though. But it is like that. But it's like no, this is that was just a generation ago. This is like just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're learning. They learn every day how to budget, how to feed their baby. All of
Oh,
it.
so you guys teach them life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to be successful if we don't.
You know what the part that you can't grasp is that what the other side looks like.
Not until you've lived it.
No, I mean because you don't know what it looks like. I mean, no matter what it is, what does your other side look like? What is it when you walk out of here? Still, no matter whatever you know, it's like, what is it going to look like?
Is it even going to matter?
Is it even going to matter?
And all you can do is hope.
Yeah, if someone gives you a shot, then you're going to be straight. But it's fucking, you know as well as I do. I mean, you can bust your ass and have and be very well driven and have a good head on your shoulders and a great child's father and great parents and have a kid and it still be tough as shit as a single mom
I mean,
without
yeah.
coming home from the fucking joint.
Well, I have a younger son who's 4, you know, and I had him with my husband.
Yeah.
And it is
It's
not
not easy.
It's hard being a parent.
Period.
And then you throw this on these moms. They're in prison, doing prison with a new baby.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you, though, this is what makes it easy, what you're doing, right? They're experiencing motherhood with no responsibility. You guys are helping them learn responsibility. But, you know, when everything that makes it suck hits is when real life hits. And there is no preparation for
There
that.
is
So
no way.
that's it, is you can just go at least where people fail is they can't handle the regular shit
The real world.
when
Yes.
the real world hits.
Yes.
So they can't feed and change diapers. They can't fucking pay a bill. They don't know shit. So
Yeah.
they fail.
And that is a
So
criticism.
at least, you will be able to survive and get by
Yeah.
when shit crashes. But
we try.
yeah. So no, I mean it is very valuable. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's more. You're doing more than you even think. I think it goes a lot deeper
Yeah.
because that common sense that you're talking about changing diapers. Some of these fucking
sad.
kids, yeah. You'd be surprised the people who would walk around with a candy bar wrapped up for a long time going, I
Yeah.
wish I could fucking, I'm starving. This thing's in the wrapper though.
Yeah. I mean,
Wish I could get inside here, man. I'm starving.
yeah. I wish some people could see, I mean, because I know there's a lot of criticism and people just look down on it and think all criminals deserve to be locked up and never looked at again. And it's
That's just a lot of untapped potential, but it's just parents. But those are about to be the parents, dude.
yeah.
Those are the parents.
But in some people's mind, because they are in prison, they don't deserve that privilege. They've lost it. You know, in some people's mind, DCFS should take that baby.
Oh.
They do not believe that those babies belong there.
Oh.
Because, you know, and some people believe we are punishing the children for what the mother has done by keeping them there.
Oh, man, so there's people, there's some really fucking powerful and I don't mean like money, shitty, powerful. There's some really people who have done great things that start on rocky roads, man. So sometimes the bottom is what builds you up. So you never know. There could be someone in one of these 9 or 8 places around the country that get helped, and whether it be the mom or the kid that has a fucking hell of a story to tell about, you know what I mean, what made them do what they're doing. So I disagree with that, you know.
I do too. And they only stay for 2 years. I mean, those core memories, those babies don't go home remembering when they had to lock up for count. You know.
Yeah, and I think if nothing else, for a mom, it's really hard for a parent to go. You know, what if you lose your kid, man?
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine coming home and you lost your kid? You can't get it back.
No.
You don't have money to fight to get him back, and you do have to have that. You don't just automatically get your kid back because you're free.
You have to have resources.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, we have people in there fighting right now for their children so they can have them when they get out.
And guess what? You're probably not getting your kid back. If they're anywhere that they are, you know, if your kid got adopted, you're not getting your kid.
Yeah.
You know,
it's hard.
Or you get what I'm saying.
Yes. Some of these people give up their rights in the heart of their addiction.
Yes.
They don't know what they're doing.
And if there's a happy family that needed a baby and have yours 5 years now, you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but it's the truth.
Yeah. So, it's a fucked up world, but, I don't know. There's no, all you can do is help where you can help, right?
Yeah. I sure try.
Yeah, that's it.
And
I think helping the babies, educating the young people, educating the really young people, just to not be stupid like their parents.
Yeah.
You know.
Or whoever got them.
Or whoever got them to be stupid.
You know, boyfriend, whatever, friend.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Any of it.
Yeah. But I mean, have you heard I'm sure you hear it. You have conversations with these people and it's like, oh man, I want to make fun of you kind of, but then do you really talk like that? Like is that your dialogue? Read that. And then if they read it, you're like, okay, you're just being stupid right now.
I mean, but we encourage,
I get it if it's just a thing.
Yeah.
But if that's real, there's some that it's like, oh man, bro.
No, I mean there's some that's
we gotta get it.
We got to start from the bottom.
Yeah.
And they do. I mean, they go to school.
Yeah.
They help them. But some of them we have to start from the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, basic life skills.
Yeah. ABE was what it was called then. Is that it? Adult basic education. Yeah. They used to do it like this. I remember it getting bad enough where this was in late 90s where they went the actual mobs, like the Latin Kings and the GDs and all, everyone got together and said, here's what's happening. When you come here, you get evaluated, you know, just by the system. And it's like you have to, if you don't have a basic education, then you have to start. You got to go to pre-GED class. And you really don't have to, right? Yeah. You can just be a janitor there or mop floors. Yeah. And so if you don't go to that class, then you just get beat up every time.
Seriously?
Yeah. And they all decided amongst each other, like, all of our guys are going to go.
They're gonna know what they're doing.
Yeah. So, and the COs kind of found out. So it was like ABE line walk-in, and then it was like, all right, white line walk-in. Then if your name got called up on the intercom after that, it was like, curtain call, baby, whoever it is. Yeah. Yeah. And it was funny. It was like, It's like, it's not funny. Get them.
No, you better go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
Some of them. Hey, I thought it was funny. Get them. Yeah, get you. It made people go get a little smarter.
Do good. I mean, that's the good they're doing there.
Stupid.
I mean, we're not going to ask how they get them to go. We're just going to be happy.
Dumbasses to school, bro. Come on.
Oh yeah. Because he needs a sense of family and protection.
Oh no, I think when I got in trouble, there was not one single not an ounce of me that knew the repercussions. Not even a little.
So are you one of those people, though, that you just did it for the excitement? Or
No, for the money.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
didn't want a real job.
Did you need the financial, I mean...
I was 18 and didn't want to work.
And, I mean, were you broke? You were struggling? It was...
No, literally, that was my first job of my life.
Was it like a means of survival, or are you one of those people that was like, yeah, this looks,
Looks like an easy job. And I had
Yeah.
my dad's like, you come work here. And I'm like, I might not take you up on that. I don't know. I'm going to do this.
So,
I mean, my career was like months long,
Yeah.
not years.
yeah, I know.
But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme, whenever it was like, hey, here's the time you're looking at, I was like, wait, what?
What did I do?
Like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Mm-hmm. Like, I had not even the slightest fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. I was very, very, very uneducated on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not even.
And not everybody has that deep, dark story like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit and ask every single one of them.
No.
So how'd you get hooked on, or why are you here?
Oh, no, addiction is real, but it's kind of like, that's a rough one for me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, once you choose to do something, you're an addict. It's a disease, but you still
Choose to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that after I had shoulder surgery and they gave me Percocet, and Jenna and I hosted Thanksgiving the day after I had shoulder surgery. And I woke up like, put the timer on for 4 hours and give me another one. And
I feel great.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm eating them.
It's easy.
And she's like, you like these? And I go, yeah, I could be an addict. I go, yeah, I can't have these ever again.
Yeah, get them out of my house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I go, yep, that means nope.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I feel it. Okay, nope, can't do it.
I've had moms who go in to have their babies and they don't want anything.
Can't do it.
They can't take that risk.
Fucking no way, bro.
Yeah. They won't. I mean, going through the worst pain.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I'm good. You can keep that.
But it is, that's what's so weird. Is I'm like, this is the shit I've heard about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This feels too good.
And it was just given to you, like, I'm sure they didn't ask you any questions. Hey, have you, been an addict before? Are you scared you're going to get
No, honestly, you know what it was? When I got my shoulder done, I said, because when I've had I'd never have been a pill guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he did my shoulder, he said he was going to give me pain pills. And I go, you know what? I don't really fuck with pain pills. And he goes, have you ever had your shoulder rebuilt? And I go, no, I've had back surgery. And he goes, right, okay. And that's when he actually.
Let's go back to you.
And Jenna's sitting there like nudging me, like, get the fucking pain pills, fool. I like them. And he goes, well, let's just assume that since it's going to be a holiday, in case it gets bad.
Yeah.
And he's looking like, dude, not trying to rain on your parade, but this is going to fucking be excruciating, dude. And I'm like, all right, it'll be fine. And yeah, I needed them. Definitely needed them. But anyway, so we kind of went through it. And so I took them. And when I got through that bottle, I took them on schedule. Boop, 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 boop. But then, a post-op appointment's like 7 days later.
Yeah.
So I went back and he goes, how did you use the pain pills? I said, yeah. And he goes, are you feeling like, I said, he goes, okay, I'll give you something else. And I go, okay. And he gave me Vicodin. I know I don't like them, so I just stopped right then. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm done.
Well, that's good.
It's like, oh, I really want some more of these.
Proud of you, bud.
Well, and that's what he goes, you don't need any more.
Yeah.
I can give you some more. And I go, no, if I don't need any more, I don't need any more.
Yeah.
I just feel like I should take some more.
I mean, it was nice,
Fuck.
but
Yeah.
I know better. You have too much going on.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. I feel like, can I just get 3 and I'll chew them up real quick? Right now.
Just for the road.
Yeah,
just for the road. I'll have somebody pick me up. I'll Uber home. It'll be all good.
It'll be fine.
Doc's like, and we're going to write his name on the list.
For real. Highlight that
Send it to all my
shit.
friends. Do not prescribe him.
I'm fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
But that was like
And then before you know
magic,
it, you're stealing copper and
For real.
stealing meat and liquor from Walmart.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I had a dude who worked for me who turned into meth and stealing stuff. Didn't steal my stuff.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Has access to steal all my stuff. Here's what's fucked up. I go to a job site recently. And he was the last one to go to this job site for me. He was working for me. And then he kind of just was missing in action. Like last time I paid him, he was going to come like and work on the weekend.
Is this for the lightning rods? Okay.
And he has access to literally like a salvage pile of copper, bare copper cable, and a copper.
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
A crackhead's gold mine.
Yes.
And the keys to, yeah. And so, yeah, every once in a while we'll have jobs that it's like, we need to do some shit that we don't need everybody to see how we do it. And it's like, hey, you want to work on the weekend? Come. And he's like, yes, definitely. And he makes more money. Well, he just didn't show up. And then on like Monday night, I heard from him. He said, man, my truck broke down, ended up getting towed, blah, 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 and gave me some fucking script. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't hear from him again for like 2 days. And I'm like, well, that's a fucked up. Did you need a ride? You didn't hit me back. It was just it immediately turned into like a weird crackhead thing. And I'm like, that's not how he operates in my eyes.
So did he relapse or was he doing this the whole
I'm
time?
still not here. I'm still not there, right?
Okay.
I'm still going.
I'm like, wait, how did this just happen?
So it was like, I feel like we're having one message, but there's 62 hours between each one. Like I'm going, wait, how are you replying? But it's taken forever.
Oh no.
So his girlfriend messages me, and it's to me and him, like us three now. And she says, hey, John's phone is on the charger. He wants to know if you're needing him to work tomorrow. And I said, if his phone's on the charger, tell him pick it up and message me.
Well, he can't.
Perfect thing
His
about the
fingers don't
charger.
work.
Perfect thing about the charger is it turns your fucking phone on.
Well, his fingers aren't working right now, and he can't keep his eyes open.
Right? I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I don't know what's going on. Don't know. I go to this job site the next day, meet a couple guys that are coming to work for me. This dude comes up and goes, you're not the guy who was in this truck last time. And I go, no, actually, I'm usually never in this truck. It's usually one of my other guys is in it. And he goes, yeah, last guy that was here and I had to run him out of a dumpster. And I go,
wait, was he in the dumpster?
He was dumpster diving. He was driving the MLR truck with the ladders and shit on it. And I had drove it that day because I pulled the trailer over to drop it off. And he goes, I was coming over to tell him it's a federal crime because we were the Air National Guard facility in Springfield. He goes, you can't steal from, and I go, wait a minute, did he take some shit? He goes, I don't know. I sent some guys over to tell him he wasn't allowed to take anything out of the dumpster. And he said he was just looking for something. And I go, well, sir, I wish I could tell you I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about right now, but I have a very, very good idea. And that's all I got. And he just started dying laughing. He goes, is it like your shop guy? I go, it kind of was.
Let's just not ask.
I go, I don't know really what the fuck's going on with that guy, honestly. I go, but if he would have answered his phone, he'd be here with me right now to answer your question. And he just started laughing. He goes, yeah. He goes, I told him. He goes, I don't know if he goes, at first I thought he threw something in there, then was going back to look for something. And then when I told some guys to let him know to stay up out of the garbage. Then he had his whole body in there. I thought for sure he must have threw something in there and lost it. I was like, oh, fuck.
And they probably wouldn't have thought anything of it if he would have said,
and just
threw a
played
tool
it
in
off.
there. No.
So then I came back and sent him a big long message. Said, hey, I just left a job, and here, so I haven't heard from him since then. Probably won't.
Darn.
Lost one. Man down.
Man.
How embarrassing is that?
Do you check the Macon County arrest?
No shit.
Oh, darn.
How embarrassing, though, right? I was just seeing if you were the guy that was climbing out of the dumpster last time you pulled up in that truck. And I'm like,
On me. Nope.
Even better. I know exactly who it was.
Yeah. And I employed him.
Yeah. Yep. It was my guy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did you
no,
do a
it was
background
the
check,
other
huh?
guy in the MLR hoodie and MLR truck. just rummaging through the Air Force garbage to see if we
Did
could.
you get a Google review from that? Like, did you get a 1-star?
Let us know if you need anything else here in
Hired
the
these
military
guys,
base.
Ended up in our dumpster.
Yeah. Any other thing you need from you
Oh,
fellas
that's
protecting
awesome.
our country, we'd be happy to help.
Way to go.
The fuck is going on? You know what his job was? Take a
I'm kind of scared to know because if he had something safety related,
There was
we're all in
not
trouble.
even tool related. It was a highlighter and a clipboard. Swear to God. There was no work. There was a drawing, a printout of this building.
What, you let him color with a highlighter?
Exactly.
What are you talking
There was
about?
it was a printout of this roof, and it said some of the roof is metal, some of it has a metal roof, standing seam, and some of it has a parapet. I want you to take the green highlighter and draw a highlighter around the part that has a parapet and you know what I mean? And that's what he did. Went over there. This part has a parapet. Boop, boop, boop. This part has standing seam. Go to the other building. Same thing. Come back. He did that.
Did you do a good job?
No. No. I tell you what. He actually did it wrong.
I think maybe we should reevaluate your hiring process.
No, he's not that kind of an employee. He's like the guy who like puts stuff away in the shop, cleans up a little bit, and stuff like that.
But nothing went missing, so I guess.
He doesn't steal. He mows.
Well, there you go.
He stacks the. He might steal a little bit now that I think about
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah,
We're
either way,
just
it's
gonna
not
turn our
stuff
head
I
on
care
that.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
He like steals the stuff that I'm like, throw this in the dumpster. He can have that.
Yeah. The ones that drive around on Sunday night looking at the stuff on the...
You have no idea the number of times I pull up here and there's someone walking away from the dumpster and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm looking for boxes, man. Some people throw them in here. I'm like, that's definitely not
Never been a box in
what
there.
you
Yeah.
were doing. And then why aren't you taking the boxes?
You just walked away from six,
I just threw fucking Amazon boxes
At
in
least
there.
make your story
Yeah,
good.
that's
Take the
terrible fucking
boxes.
excuse. Yeah.
Give me more room in there if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't even take the
Oh,
boxes.
hold on. I got a box. Let the dogs out. Give me 1 second, motherfucker.
Don't let that puppy out because you'll never
yeah.
get it back.
I should have brought him. You'd like him.
I know. I'm still kind of...
Okay, well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I thank you for coming in here and talking about your life and this interesting career of incarcerating children before they're born. No, I think it is awesome. Hopefully...
Right here in Decatur.
Yeah, hopefully... Oh, yeah. One of the 8 in the country.
Right here in Decatur.
What makes them not do it everywhere in this... one in every state, you think?
Have to ask them.
Well, because it isn't like you can get babies from. It's not a federal program, so you can't get babies from anywhere else.
No, you can't buy the babies.
No,
Yeah.
I just mean. You said Indiana has a program, has one.
New
So,
York, Indiana, all kinds.
but I just mean so some states you're just fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. Well, hey, if you're gonna, if you get pregnant and you're thinking about doing some stupid shit, come on over to Illinois and you might be able to raise your kid when you
For a
do
couple
it.
years.
Yeah, don't do real stupid shit though. Yeah. No. No, I do appreciate you coming in. It's interesting, and I just like to see people helping kids and young
Yeah.
people do not get on track, dude.
That's.
In the
goal.
meantime, keep your kids on track and your husband.
I try every day.
Yeah,
It is.
You're doing good.
My son is feral. He is.
That's great.
Oh, he is a handful.
That's awesome. You guys are doing good. You guys are killing it. Waller, love you, buddy. You're the
He's
shit.
actually working right now in the jail.
Yeah, buddy. He's what's he doing? Has he got some brass or what's he?
He
What's
is a sergeant at night.
Is he getting some more or what's that?
That's about as far as you can go, bud.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
It's not like the military, huh?
No, for his level, he's about as far up as he can go besides running the place, and he has no desire to do that.
Yeah, it's too much.
No.
All right, well, you guys just sit tight. You can go over to you can come over there and work in the jail. Oh, he wouldn't. That would suck, dude.
No,
He wouldn't want to mess with them women.
he doesn't want to work over there.
What's he do? Just hide somewhere in an office?
Oh, no, he's out in the action.
He's got to be out fucking barking.
Yeah. It's too peaceful over there.
At the jail, at the prison?
He would get bored.
Yeah.
That was an adjustment for me. For a long time, I'm like, am I happy? Or what is wrong? Like, what is this feeling that I'm feeling? You know, I kind of had to, like, evaluate my feelings.
Am
like,
I enjoy...
do I hate this or do I love it? What am I feeling? I loved my job. I lost the adrenaline rush.
Oh.
You go to work there at, the jail. You don't know what's coming in those doors.
Oh,
every
yeah.
day.
You had to
Fight.
adapt to joy.
You had to adapt to peace.
Peace?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Oh, there's people screaming? Oh, it's because they're laughing?
You're like,
oh,
wait, I can
okay, they're not
actually
fighting.
find out what kind of music I like again?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They're not fighting? Okay. And then no phone. No phones in the prison. That I had to adapt to.
Oh.
No phones, no smartwatches with like cell phone capabilities.
In the prison or the jail?
In the prison.
Okay.
In the jail, they can have their phones.
Okay.
So you are always reachable there.
So what, you just have your computer?
There I have, my phone in my office.
Oh, yeah.
They can call me. I have a radio. They can call me if somebody needs me.
Right.
But people have learned to
Adapt.
survive without me.
Yeah.
I'm not as reachable as I used to be.
That's actually probably good. That's how it was, I think, not really in my life.
Yeah.
But like whenever I was a kid, when we were kids, it was like our parents, it was, if my mom got a hold of my dad,
Oh, it was going down.
it was fucking going down, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice just to
Yeah.
go to work and work
Right.
and not be distracted by TikTok or Snapchat sometimes, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, man,
Dude, no.
I wish I could do some scrolling, but
I think I'm overly distracted. Like I bitch about needing just some brain downtime, but I can't even, dude, I can't drive a half a block.
without your phone going off.
Oh yeah. No, without, everything is stimulating. You know what I mean? Whether it's listening or, it is
It was an adjustment.
something to laugh at or, you know what I mean?
Just to see what people are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always just some stupid shit. That's it.
Nope.
Trip out on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're shut off from the outside.
Yeah. It's not so bad.
No, it's not. I like it.
And what, you're 40 hours off
Monday
on the
through Friday.
weekends?
So I'm actually on call 24/7.
Okay.
So whenever somebody has a baby, they're calling me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not required to go, but like we talked about, a lot of them don't have someone.
Uh-huh.
Illinois IDOC allows every pregnant person to have a birthing support person.
Uh-huh.
So some of them will have their mom come. They're given that courtesy, but some of them don't have that.
Yeah.
So I try and be there for them
Yep.
as their support, because the officers they don't have that freedom to, wipe the hair off their face or
Sure.
tell them they're doing a good job, and
Yeah.
just
You or one of your staff always, or is it just you?
me.
Yeah.
Or Asia has gone
Right.
before, but
Yeah.
it's usually me.
Yeah.
So
Right. Well, and like you said, it's not like there's 100 people and you're going every night. It's just you're ready.
No.
You know when
Few
it's
times a
coming
year.
too. Yeah.
Hopefully, I got Christmas last year on Christmas. I got the call as I was making pancakes.
No shit.
Yeah, hey, so
Which that's crazy, but it's also kind of cool.
yeah. I was like, hey
Yeah.
guys, gotta go. Enjoy the pancakes.
That
But
is nuts, right? I got a baby.
Within an hour, she had the baby.
Oh, sweet.
So it was good that I rushed.
Perfect.
But yeah, it can happen at any moment,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it is a different. I don't know. It's different.
Yeah.
Watching someone go through labor, and then there's an officer there, and
Yeah, it's just weird, right?
but the nurses, St. John, they treat them the same. They're amazing to them.
And it's so. I mean, you've been a mom. I mean, you've just seen it from different standpoints, but it's like that is their normal.
Yeah,
They don't know anything other than what they're doing.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
And-
So it's like you're making it as best as it can be, which is awesome.
So, and this is what I will end with jabbering about my job, and kind of this actually made me cry, and I don't get emotional about my job often. I actually had, weeks and weeks after she had her baby, I had one of the moms come into my office. She had her son with her, and I'm holding him and I'm talking to him, and she said, "I never got to tell you thank you." And I'm thinking the last couple hours, I'm like, for watching the baby. What are you talking about? And she goes, I had my mom when she had her baby. She goes, but you were there. She goes, at one point, just came up to me as you were leaving. You told me you were proud of me. And that I was doing a good job, that and she goes, you didn't know what I was going through in that moment, but sometimes when you have a baby, you will shake. The adrenaline will cause you to shake. And she said, I was absolutely terrified because when I went through withdrawals, I would shake uncontrollably. And she said she was so scared she was going to die because she thought trauma. She thought she was going through withdrawals and she was having a baby. And
right.
It's supposed
you're
to be,
like, I know what you're doing. And her mind was somewhere else with it.
Before that, I would have never.
Right.
And I mean, I cried because I felt so naive that in that moment, I thought she was experiencing the happiest moment of her life.
And she was freaking.
And she was absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
And
you were
then,
there.
I mean, but then I left. But
yeah,
it's just
she didn't remember
things,
that part.
It's those things you don't think about. Not everybody lives through that.
Right.
So
right.
That's my reason.
But I'm saying, and you made it. And as hard as it is for you to look at and go, man, that sucks that she has to be here. And this has to. It's like, no, you just made it amazing.
That's my reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a while ago, but I hold on to it because
it'll happen again.
And now I know.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people do a lot of things just for the chance of touching and helping and changing one person, because one person can change a lot of freaking people, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you touch the right person that touches the right people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what life's about.
That message is just be kind, because you don't know.
That's it. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. It doesn't take, it's pretty easy to do, really.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good,
The world needs it.
Yeah. It feels a lot better, too. When you're an asshole, it don't ever sit well.
Although sometimes being an asshole is nice.
Well, if it's deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one alone.
You'll feel it.
We'll leave that one alone.
But in the meantime, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good to see you.
Likewise. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. We forgot about that. You know what's going on here, in case you didn't notice?
I know. Everybody's like, why is she wearing
we
a
totally
great tie?
disregarded this part. Hey, yeah. Well, you know what day it is, people. All right. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, be kind to each other.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for joining us today on this St. Patty's Day episode. But before we go, if you happen to be in the market for commercial properties in Central Illinois, then look no further than Buick Commercial Real Estate. With a dedicated team led by Tim Buick and Cole Babcock, they bring unparalleled expertise and a deep understanding of the local market to meet your commercial real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of commercial real estate sets them apart in the industry. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Buick Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at buickrealestate.com or give them a call at 450-8500, and trust me, you'll be in great hands. If you're in the market for custom apparel, then hit up Oakwood Screen Printing. This apparel company specializes in all things apparel, offering high-quality designs on everything from t-shirts to hoodies, to hats to joggers, jackets to towels, bags to wall art, mugs to tumblers, to stickers to decals, you name it. If you use promo code BB217 at checkout, you'll receive an additional 15% off online or in store. So that means ditch the custom ink link and order from OSP. No matter where you are ordering from, use promo code BB217 for 15% off your order at checkout from oakwoodscreenprinting.com. And if you're looking to transform your home with a fresh coat of paint or need some handiwork done, look no further than Clean Cut Painting and Handyman. This incredible local company specializes in both interior and exterior painting and small construction projects. And they bring a unique touch to every project they touch. From basement remodels to floor replacements and accent walls, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman is your go-to for all home improvement needs. Their team is not just proficient, but also professional, ensuring that every job is done right. So if you want to elevate your space, reach out to Clean Cut Painting and Handyman today. You'll be amazed at what they can do for you. You can find them on all social media platforms by searching Clean Cut Painting and Handyman or by going to their website at cleancutservice.com. Thank you all. Be kind to each other, and we'll catch you on the next one.
We're fully prepared, brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. So grab a seat, don't miss the ride. Beyond business with Nick, let's take it in stride. Join the conversation, let's make it last. With stories and insights we're having